Where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom, as it should.
I love this theme song. In the appreciation of St. Patrick's Day, I don't know if you guys watch Peaky Blinders, but one of my favorite shows. Anyway, it is 6:30. It is Thursday. It is post-Fed. It is March 17th. It is St. Patrick's Day. It is the first day of March Madness. We've had some March Madness besides basketball, I'll tell you that much. Either which way, I hope everyone's feeling well. My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com. Hope everyone's feeling well. My dogs around the world made some money the past few days. We've had some nice stock action. And at this point, let me say some good mornings. What up, Elizabeth, New Jersey? How you doing? All right, got some Irishmen in Connecticut. That's cool. Rise and grind it. So that's what we do every day. What up, Long Island? Oh, Moldova. How you doing out there in the Eastern Bloc? Hopefully your friends in Ukraine are surviving and fighting back. I hear Odessa is next. I have a lot of friends in Odessa. Crazy. They're putting sandbags out there as if it's 1940 to block some of the ships. Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. At some point in the session or the day, this will be a frosty beverage, not nice coffee, but right now we got to take care of business. We got to trade these markets. We got a day in front of us. And then we can watch some basketball and drink some green beer. You drinking whiskey all day? Well, good for you. You're a better man than me. I might have one at lunch, but we'll see. I got to do another little workout at lunch. We'll see how the day's going. But listen, I was told I'm only allowed to have 10-minute 6:30 club, so already 2 minutes deep, so I want to get into it. All right, my boys and girls and dogs and cats. And anyway, I love this little spot. Just picture them walking through old days when men were men. Anyway, there are a lot of men out there right now, Mrs. Linsky. All right, let's go. We'll just hear this one part. Paper in his red right hand. Yeah. Alexa off. All right, guys, so here we are. After 2 strong days of market movement to the upside, after 2 strong days of gains, we're going to have some digestion. What does digestion means? It means you can't go up 2% every day, and stocks can't have huge moves every day. It's just how do we digest? There are some asking me, hey, Red Dog, does this mean the lows are in? Does this mean we have a new active sequence where we could hold some positions and massage them, sell some strength, buy a dip, and continue to hold them as they trend a little bit off of these lower levels? I'm like, well, I'm going to try. And how do I try? I try and stay with positions that don't hurt me too bad, that give me ways to make extra cash flow around them. What does that mean? Well, let me show you a chart real quickly of the SPYs. So let's get into that. All right, so here you go. Here are the SPYs, right? This is your 410 low. So right here, this was Tuesday, right? Tuesday we held Monday's low and we took out Monday's high. That was your first clue. Put on some risk. The active bulls are trying to take some control pre-Fed. Yesterday, okay, we gapped up. So if you took some risk from Tuesday into Wednesday, you made money, and then it actually came in. You were able to buy it versus this area, which was support. Prior resistance turns into support. Then it took out all 3 of these pivots and closed really strong with a high of 435. So it cleared this mini trend line, but there's resistance above. There's still a lot of moving averages above. So the question is, how do we digest today? Is it an easy, shallow pull-in where you could buy things that were strong yesterday to go green? Will there be a little bit of downside probing in the first 5, 15, 30 minutes, and sometimes 60 minutes, meaning things come in a little bit further. So if you have some overnights, if you buy them back too quickly, you might not have the best price. So you better space it out, considering, look at the size of this move from like 420 to 435. That's over 15 points. So normal retracement rules is it could pull back a third and still be strong. So in my mind, okay, I would think it would be very impressive if we could hold 432. If the SPYs hold 432, hang in and go green and sit, that'd be very, very impressive digestion. If it comes into 429, I still think that's fine. 429.55 is probably where I'll say, hey, you know what? This is a spot that needs to hold. This is a spot maybe, I'll put on some SPYs reversal level. I'll look to see if there's any relative strength in the key leadership names and see if some of those can go red to green. If, just say 429.55 didn't hold today, okay, then it gets a little sloppier and it makes it harder to massage positions, which would mean, this active sequence is a little sloppier. And hey, listen, there's a lot going on in the world. Fed basically said that they're going to do whatever they can to tame inflation, whatever they can. Some think 6 or 7 rate hikes. We'll see. Obviously, the fluid situation in the with Russia and Ukraine is still going. I don't know if you guys saw Putin on TV saying he's going to get rid of the gnats in his country that don't support him. There's no freedom in Russia. Anyway, I hear my friends in Odessa are actually preparing for an invasion there, which is one of the most beautiful places in Ukraine. But anyway, so there's still some complicated headlines. So, we're not in a perfect trading environment. So after yesterday's action, I'm like, guys, if you want to take a few things home, just don't take home too much after 2 big days, because you don't want to give back, you just don't want to give a lot of it back. A small portion's fine. And then if you get a day like today where you open lower, sometimes you can make even more money if these things hold these retracement levels. So this is what I would write down. Write down 432. Right now, let's see, the SPYs are trading. Where are the SPYs trading? They're trading a 433.74. Okay, so if you start buying too fast and it even went to 432, sometimes it's hard for you to hold. So 432 is a spot. You could also use a 5, 15, 30-minute low. Then Qs are very important. Same concept. Okay, here are the Qs. The Qs had 2 really nice days. Tuesday held Monday's low and took out Monday's high to give me some clues that got me long 7, 8 names coming in yesterday, which we did really well. I had actually my best day of the year yesterday. Hopefully some of you guys did too. And then it took out the high, took out 336 and hit 340. So in my mind, if we're going to see some commitment to this 2-day move, if we're going to see a new active sequence that can go a bit higher, I think we should hold this 336 area. If we don't hold 336, then the active bulls aren't taking care of business, and we're back to more tactical trading. And then obviously you have your leaders to watch. Apple had a big move into the end of the day. Microsoft had a big move into the end of the day. Tesla, is right at that downtrend line. None of these tech names have taken out these downtrend lines. So I would watch those. I know Tesla's down 12 points or so. We'll see how that reacts. Tesla has this inverted head and shoulders pattern look, but it hasn't taken out this downtrend line. It hasn't. So the only trade we've been doing is being able to buy in the hole, sell into the DT line, and then figure out how much do we pull in. One of these times it might not pull in a lot and break above it, and that would show us a little bit of a healthier tape. But that has to happen. So lastly, I have 2 minutes left. Some guys are like, what's my thought about gold? Well, gold I still have a big call spread on. From 193 yesterday, did a red dog reversal. This is the perfect definition of how to buy it calculated. From 193, went below 178, came back above it, closed pretty well, and now it's filling this gap. I still have a big 174 by 177 call spread. Hopefully it's going to get maxed out. But that was your re-entry here. Okay, got very extended from the 8th day. I am not a gold bug. I don't dance around when the metals are going. I am a technician, and I trade the sectors that are hopefully in play, and I use it with my process and my plan with my tier system and the moving averages. Silver did the exact same thing yesterday also. If you want to look at silver, that's why it's good to look at groups. Silver was as high as, our SLV was as high as 24.90. It came below 22.75, came back above it, gave you a nice red dog reversal right at that 22.75, giving you a little bit of follow through today. So if you're looking to be tactical, even with the metals, it's worked. Okay, and the metals are in my group. I just had a really nice trade there for the last month. So anyway, it is Thursday. We're going to see what type of retracement we have. How do we digest? Maybe this starts a new active sequence to continue to the upside for a little bit more now that the Fed's out of the way. It's still a complicated environment where I want to see you take trades and you can make money, you can net money. I always talk about being consistent, hitting singles, which is what I try and do. I'm not a home run hitter, but sometimes you get pleasantly surprised. They say luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Well, if you've been part of the 630 Club, and especially if you're on the Alpha team, and with the Redler report, we caught a really big trade yesterday. I didn't even know what was going to happen. That was in the FXI. FXI has been getting absolutely annihilated. If you look at the weekly chart of the FXI, it was below the 2016 low. Like, look at that. this is your 2020 low. It went well below it. And I just did my CNBC 20 times an hour. Whenever you hear something on CNBC 20 times an hour, 20 times an hour, that's when you take the other side of the trade because it's too damn loud. And they were talking about how every Chinese name was going out of business. So what did I do? I bought an FXI call spread on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I actually bought the FXI when it did a red dog reversal and reclaimed 2706. And I added straight calls. And then yesterday, it was up 20%. So those 30-cent options went to like $3. The call spread was maxed out. The FXI was through the move. And I had no idea that was going to happen. Sometimes if you put on the right trade, you can be pleasantly surprised. But you have to do the right trade, know your risk. And if you do that over and over again, besides hitting some singles, you might hit a big one. And that was a big one. And I'm down to very, very small. So either which way, you know your levels, you're prepared. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. To my dogs around the world, have a great St. Patrick's Day. Have a few Frosties. Watch some basketball. Make a little bit of money today. And do what you can to be a good person, because the more good people we have in this world, the better the place could be. And to my friends in the Eastern Bloc, keep fighting, keep strong. You guys are uniting the just the free thinkers of the world that like to live free, build businesses, take care of their family, make their own choices, and good will always win over evil, in my humble opinion. Later, guys.